now our profound honor to invite to the podium our keynote speaker, the Honorable Philip J. Pierre, Prime Minister of St. Lucia. We are especially grateful to you, Prime Minister, for taking the time to be with us today and for your unwavering support of Regional Security Corporation. So please join me in welcoming Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. We continue to witness the gun-related violence in St. Lucia and CARICOM countries, in our streets and in our communities, causing a drain on our healthcare resources. When we speak about crime sometimes, we seem to forget the drain on our healthcare resources. It's estimated that every gunshot costs in St. Lucia $100,000 per gunshot. So crime not also affects us in terms of our health. Also our policing resources. In St. Lucia, recently, we've increased the number of policemen and policewomen on our streets by over 100. And we intend by the end of this week to put in another 80. So by the end of this week, we ought to have over 200 new policemen. And I've always been told that I should not say new, I should say replacement. I want to say additions. I have been warned. In St. Lucia, I must be very careful what I say, especially now. We must accept that the emergence of gangs and gang-induced activities, heavily influenced by outside forces, poses a threat to our system, our democracy, and our peaceful way of life. This is why your role is so critical to your countries and to our region. The work of impacts and other security agencies, such as the regional security system, are undeniable. We have made significant advancements in public security, harmonized laws, and collaboration with international partners to protect our borders. While these commendable measures are essential, we must strive to continuously build strong and effective leadership and partnerships with agencies with direct responsibility for border security and revenue collection. As heads of border security agencies, your prominent position and critical leadership role can make a difference in this challenging environment. Your work entails courage. In your role as immigration chiefs and customs controllers, you need to have a large degree of courage. You face pressures, both external and internal. There are those who will try to compromise your integrity with intimidation, bribery, and sometimes political influence. They will ask you to look the other way, to bend the rules, to select expediency over principle. You must have the courage to stand firm in your conviction when everything around you is urging you to yield. Courage in leadership is about doing the right things in the face of pressure, speaking the truth, and ensuring that you live according to the dictates of your conscience. I know this is not as simple as it sounds, but it is necessary if you have been effective in the exercise of your duty. It requires a deep sense of conviction, with national duty and acceptance, and the sacred trust that the people and your employers place upon you. Your agencies are not only the protectors of our borders and defenders of our national integrity, but also one of the main sources of our revenue, both in terms of immigration, in terms of tourism, and in terms of ports, in terms of language, the main sources of our revenue. Because all these islands in the region depend on tourism as the principal source of the world. So your will is extremely important. And whereas we can speak of biometrics and all the rest of technology, this is necessary in which we have to implement to have more power. The personal touch, the touch, the human touch. And this is the way that innovation of the world and customs creates and customs human touch. I urge you to build a team of well-trained and courageous and truthful men and women at every port of entry to protect our borders from the entry of illicit goods and undesirable travelers. How you manage the agencies under your control matters. And so you have to be courageous. Courageous to make the right decisions in the interest of the country. We need to be determined. We need to have even more determination now than we ever had before. We have to protect ourselves against those who seek to destroy our democratic way of life. If you will succeed, if you haven't succeeded in this challenge, the threats we face today require an approach that is different from before. It's an environment where the criminals can, with a snap of a finger, give you a year's salary. These enemies of our nations will exploit human weaknesses. The desire of humans to want more, the desire of humans to have a better quality of life. They are the ones who, because of their selfishness, will not mind if our countries collapse. We are engaged in a battle for goodness, a battle that is not won overnight. Leadership requires determination, and I see courage, and also a strong sense of love for yourself and to your country. And it's important that I make a point, a love for yourself, because it's useless if we have a country where we divided in such a dual nature that because of the situation, all of us move to one side of the country in our gated communities with our dogs and our security guards and our cameras, and another set of people in the other side of the country living a completely different world. At some point, they will clash. And when they clash, it's going to clash in a way that we may not imagine. So we have to ensure that we develop a society where there's opportunity for all, where there's fairness, where the regular person who brings in a barrel from the United States will believe that he will get the same treatment as the major businessman who brings in 50 or 60 containers. We have to ensure that we have that level of fairness and truthfulness in our society. And no one is better prepared to do that than you. You have to have a certain level of honor, a moral imperative to protect yourself and your country. It's a sacred trust, a trust that no prime minister has. Because you are the ones, prime minister stay in the offices, and you face people and you face situations every day. So the trust that you must have, not for the government, but for yourself. Trust in yourself. That trust is what will make you a better citizen and the country a better place. Never do it for any politician or any prime minister or any minister. Do it for yourself. And if you do it for yourself, the whole country will benefit. There's a lot at stake. Our country at the crossroads. The crossroads of truth, the crossroads of being states where it would be possibly the best place to live, and the possibility of being failed states. We see what's happening in Haiti, a complete breakdown. We have to protect our country. We have to protect our boundaries. So I want to urge you in your discussions to understand that the work you do It's not for governments or for politicians. The work we do is for people. You are at the forefront of ensuring that the people of this region, of these islands, have a better way of life. So you must see yourself as people who cause our economy to improve for the benefit of our people. 2 weeks ago, I was speaking to a group of those recruits, and I said to them that if they do not perform, their superiors will not get their salaries. And they wondered what I was speaking about. I said to them, if the tourism industry collapses, both them and superiors and me will have no salary. And that's how important the industry is, that's how important your job as immigration customs are. So I want to wish you all the best.